Hey guys, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns, and this is a range time video, something that you guys had requested. Maybe not all of you, there were at least one or two, a couple of y'all out there requested kind of a comparison video between the Gamo Swarm Bone Collector and the Gamo Hunter Extreme Pro. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. There's huge differences. For one of the main differences is this is a multi-shot break barrel. This one's a single shot. And then, of course, we have this one includes open sights. This one does not. This has the full metal barrel, and this one has the fully shrouded barrel. That one has the whisper fusion technology, so it quiets it down some. This one is the Magnum, when this one is not. They look very, very similar in the action. They have the bigger air cylinder, the spacers. They look very, very similar in the action, but this one is a Magnum. Now this one is very close to it. It puts off a lot of power, but that's what we're going to do today. I've got my chronograph out. We're going to shoot both of them over the chronograph and see what kind of difference we're getting in that. I've also got target down range. I want to see what kind of accuracy. We're at 35 yards. I want to see what kind of accuracy each of them get at 35 yards. There are some differences, like this has the regular 3 to 9x40 optic on it that comes with all the Gamos. Not all, most of the Gamos. And this one has a Hawk Vantage 30 on it because this one does not come with an optic. So, what else is there? This one's cheek piece is a little bit higher, a little bit more raised than the Hunter Extreme Pro's is. They've both got the same manual safeties. They both have the stock screws that you need to check, which I did, and make sure they're tight before you start shooting. Has the same exact optics rail. And they both attract cats. Hi, buttons. You're back. There is another difference. The Hunter Extreme Pro liked the JSB 14.35s. And the Gamo, they're both Gamo. Sorry. The Bone Collector Gen 3i liked the H&N Barracuda 15s. So both 14-15 grain pellets. I know people get different results, but this is what I pulled from the grip reviews that I did. So 14.35 JSB for the Hunter Extreme Pros and the 15 H&Ns for the Bone Collector. Buttons, you've got to go. Goodbye, kitty cat. You're not taking my mags with you. All right, so we're going to check out this one first. Oh. I need a new shot string. We're going to check out the Bone Collector first. So I'm just going to take a few shots and see how each one's shooting, and before I actually start the comparison. I just want to, I don't know, it's best to kind of practice a little bit with it before you just take off into when it really counts. So that's what I'm going to do with both guns. Take a few shots, just get a little bit of practice, get the feel for them. It's different when you shoot a whole lot of guns. Like, I'm a reviewer, of course, so we shoot all kinds of guns, PCPs, CO2 pistols, break barrels, big bore, small bore, whatever it is. We shoot all kinds of different guns, so it is appropriate to shoot it every time, whatever gun you're shooting, just to get accustomed to that gun since you've been shooting so many other kinds. Make sure your hold is proper and all that kind of stuff. That one was a little high. Here we go. There we go. All right, 2 5-shot groups. Here we go. There. That ought to be easier than trying to grab one out of a bunch of cans. Last one on this shot group. Oh, of course. Of course. It lands outside all of them. All right. One more 5-shot group with this guy, and then we're going to move over to the Bone Collector. That's kind of odd. Kind of odd. What? That was better. So we got two flyers with that one. And I know everybody wants to blame something or somebody. I'll take it. It very well could be me. A Magnum, which this pretty much is, does take a lot more discipline to shoot well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch over to the Bone Collector. All right. And this one's got nags, and I don't know if there's anything in this one. Nope, nothing. All right, so this one's got nags, so I'll try to remember I don't need to load a pellet every time I cock it. I got the H&N Barracuda 15s, and I probably should take those off. Here we go. That's a big difference. There's a big difference in feel, too. That one's chunkier feeling. All right. Go ahead and zoom in. Now, this one doesn't have as great of a scope on it. It's got the regular Gamo scope, so we'll see how we do with it. So maybe it's not a complete fair comparison, right? Oh, hi. same hole. Bullseye. Oh. That one was a little lower. Okay, so we had 2 high ones and then 3 pretty much right near each other. Let's give it a go on another 5-shot group. Bottom target. Last one. That is not bad at all. I'm going to go grab the target. I'll be right back. So as far as accuracy, the difference, well, I would say that the Gamo Swarm Bone Collector did better, or maybe I did better with the Gamo Swarm Bone Collector. I wouldn't base this fully on the guns, because the Magnum is going to take much more, I guess, discipline, much more discipline to be able to shoot well, because it has a little bit more of a recoil to it. So kind of got to tame it down a little bit. Where the Bone Collector, there is still a trick to shooting break barrels, no matter what type of piston or whatever you have in there. There's still an art to it, so don't just pull a break barrel out and go shooting and think that your break barrel sucks because it's not accurate. It has a lot to do with the shooter. But in this case, I definitely shot the Bone Collector better because it's easier to shoot without as much discipline, I guess you'd say. So maybe that doesn't speak well of me. But they're both great guns, and I'm sure there's some of you out there who'd be like, oh, Gamo Hunter Extreme Pro for sure, and then others are like, Bone Collector for sure. And there's something for everybody. So this one is definitely, let me look up the velocity really quick, if I can do it really quick. Well, the Gamo Bone Collector with the H&N Sport 15s, I was getting an average of 723 feet per second and about 17.5 foot-pounds. So that's what I was getting with these. And then, let's see what we're getting with the Hunter Extreme Pro. If I can find it quickly. So many results. Just so many results. And Hunter Extreme Pro JSBs. Yep, those are the right ones. Okay, so with these, I was getting an average with the Hunter Extreme Pro with the JSB 14.35s, which they're pretty close in weight, 15s and 14.35, so we've got pretty even of a competition here. So I was getting an average of 910 feet per second. So yeah, these are the Magnum, not the Magnum, the Hunter Extreme Pro is definitely pushing those pellets a lot faster than the Gamo Bone Collector. So 910 for an average velocity, and that puts out about, let's see, almost 26 foot-pounds of energy. So that's pretty sweet. Almost 26 foot-pounds of energy out of a 22 cal. So if you're looking for power, but it's going to take some discipline, you want something that's hard-hitting, definitely go for the Hunter Extreme Pro. If you want something that's going to take a little less discipline and have an absolute adequate amount of power for small game hunting, Bone Collector is sufficient as well, as you guys have seen. I mean, I've shown you myself. I've taken it squirrel hunting, iguana hunting, and it has definitely done the job. So out of these two, I would probably prefer the Bone Collector myself because it takes less cocking effort, and I'm a girl. So not saying that all girls out there are like me, but I'm not the strongest girl, so this one would be a lot easier for me to go run around the woods and cock 100 times than this one would be. So I would probably choose this one over that one. But for some of you, like my son, who is 21, yeah, he just turned 21, he would probably prefer this one because cocking this one to him is nothing. I've seen it. He's like, what's the problem, Mom? So between the two of them, you're going to get more power out of this one. And this one, again, another difference is this one's multi-shot, this one's single shot. So it really depends on your preference. I guess that's going to be it, guys, for the comparison between this kind of a crazy comparison, right, between the Gamo Swarm Bone Collector Gen 3i and the Gamo Hunter Extreme Pro, both of them in 22 cal. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns. Thank y'all so much for making these videos possible. If you guys have not checked them out, you really, really should. If you're an air gunner, you like air guns, you like shooting, go check out www.gatewaytoairguns.org. There is something for every air gunner alive. I promise. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for making your requests. If you wouldn't mind, in the comments, please let me know which one you prefer and why. All right, that's it for today, guys. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Y'all don't just have a good day. Have an awesome one. See ya.